மத்திய அரசு நிறுவனமான தேசிய மின்சக்தி பயிற்சி நிறுவனம் NPTI நெய்வேலி நிலக்கரி இந்தியா நிறுவனத்துடன் இணைந்து அதன் சமூக பொறுப்புணர்வு நிதி உதவியுடன் ஓராண்டுக்கான இளநிலை பொறியியல் பட்டதாரிகள் மற்றும் முதுநிலை பட்டய பொறியாளர்களுக்கு மின் உற்பத்தி குறித்த ஓராண்டு கால பயிற்சியினை வழங்குகின்றது. இதன் தொடக்க விழா தேசிய மின்சக்தி பயிற்சி நிறுவன வளாகத்தில் 19/2/2024 அன்று நடைபெற்றது. பயிற்சி மைய பொது மேலாளர் டாக்டர் தீப்தா தாகூர் அவர்கள் தலைமையில் நடைபெற்ற இவ்விழாவில் சிறப்பு விருந்தினராக NLCAL நிறுவனத்தின் தலைவர் திரு பிரசன்னகுமார் மோட்டுப்பள்ளி அவர்கள் கலந்து கொண்டு வகுப்புகளை தொடங்கி வைத்து பயிற்சியாளர்களுக்கு ஆலோசனை வழங்கினார். நிகழ்ச்சியில் தேசிய மின்சக்தி பயிற்சி நிறுவன முதல்வர் மற்றும் இயக்குனர் டாக்டர் செல்வம் அவர்கள் வரவேற்புரை வழங்கினார்.
I welcome Sri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli, Sir, CMD of NLCAL, for his great initiative of this sponsorship, because it's a difficult area, you all know. So it has been initiated with a big bang, I would say, and it has been possible because of his involvement only. And these two people are very busy. It has been very difficult to get their appointment. So despite of their tight schedule, they have come, and I thank you once again, sir. I welcome you for this. And I welcome Sri Mohan Reddy Sir, Director Planning and Projects. He knows about NPTI well, and there was a presentation in his room. Yeah. And that time we were doing what type of help they can do for NPTI also. So lot of ideas were floated, and out of this has come. Sir, I welcome you. Thank you. I welcome Samir Saurabh Sir, Director, HR, NLCAL, the key person. With his hands, with his presence only, the MOU was signed on 27th October 2023. I welcome you, sir. And I welcome Sri K. Venkatachalam Sir, Director, Power, NLCAL, NEYVELI Lignite Corporation of India Limited. He is also a very busy person. He has supported us many ways. We have conducted joint seminar in biomass and other programs. He was asking us, Selvam, you tell what all the facilities you are having so that we can do something better. So I welcome all my colleagues, Mr. Muthukumar, Deputy Director, Amurthavalli, Deputy Director, Dr. Vetrivel, Deputy Director, Ramar, Deputy Director, Saravanan, Assistant Director, and Dr. J. Raja, Assistant Director for their, along with the supporting staffs. They have been working day and night. They have come with us. So I welcome you all once again. And I welcome all the executive directors, advisors, unit heads, DGMs from various units of LA, especially LA, CSR, CTO. These people have been working day and night. I want to name them. It will be very difficult. Due to shortage of time, I am skipping. So I welcome you all. And last but not the least, the participants who have entrusted in NPTI. As Madam told, this is a 60 years old organization, and you have come. You are like a diamond. A diamond, unless until it is polished, it will not get its true value. So what we do small work on you that may be pinching you, but at the final product is very good. So it has been proved that many of our engineers, trained engineers, are now in very top positions. Some of them have returned back to NLCAL also. So you have come to the Temple of Wisdom, and the parents of this CSR sponsored PG diploma and post-diploma courses, you are also there. To end my speech, I will say something. Chinese philosopher Confucius tells that if you plant for a year, plant rice. If you plant for 10 years, plant trees. And if you plant for 100 years, then educate children. So this is one of the best initiative from NLCAL, and I welcome you all. Thank you very much.
NLC இந்தியா நிறுவனத்தின் மின்சார பிரிவின் இயக்குனர் திரு எம் வெங்கடாச்சலம் அவர்கள் மாணவர்களை ஊக்கப்படுத்தும் விதமாக கருத்துரைகளை வழங்கினார்.
I am really delighted to be among you to the inaugural program of this one-year post-graduate training at NPTEI under our CSR program. The reasons are many, and as it has been already narrated, that importance of knowledge and other things. Let me start with some importance about that NPTEI. Just they have told that it is 60 years. So we have been knowing for the people, those are in the power sector, this NPTEI for a very long time. It has something about some 11 or 12 institutions and spread all over the country. It has its values. And it is not only just training the people in the power plant operation or maintenance or something like that, and then it has had facets in various angles. Something on simulator, something on online, something on the job, something I heard that on the regulator forum also it is there now actually. And renewables it is there now. So there are several areas this NPTEI, it has placed its foot, and I can say that you go to any organization, so directly or indirectly that thermal station of this any power station would have been benefited because of that NPTEI. And the power sector of India, which has come to a very big size of some 4,28,000 megawatt as on today, certainly this growth and NPTEI has got its own role actually. And as they rightly said that, okay, several people have come back to NLCAL and then several people are there everywhere. So the values of that NPTEI, and even in one of the organizations when I was out of country, away from the country, there I heard about it actually. Some people have been trained in the internationally. I don't know how many batches were there. Some international training was there, because that when we have given some training for the people on that nuclear areas, and those people have told that they have been trained by NPTEI. So that is the value of this organization. This NPTEI, maybe just because you all have come here, I do not know how many of you are aware, this is something like an organization which has placed its foot everywhere and then which has its value, which is not only known among the Indian power sector, it is internationally known. So that let us all first realize it when we are sitting in this August hall. Coming to the CSR program, NLCL, you all know that a lot of activities are going on, and then the upliftment of the surrounding villages. Definitely yes, NLCL's role you all will be knowing. There are several areas, something on the water, something on the infrastructural development, some hygienic, some medical facilities. So many things are going on. Out of all, I will say that this is the best one. It is not just I am here in this program, I am just telling. As it has been rightly pointed out by our Dr. Selvam, I can also join him in telling that this is probably one of the best program. The reason is knowledge and empowering the people through the skill are said to be the best empowerment. It is not that I have told. The UN, when it had told that some 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, when they have told that, and several areas if you see that, once if you give the knowledge and then skill so that the people are employed, then several goals are automatically met actually. So it is not that just we are getting or we are giving the training for some 1 year or something like that. We are empowering. You are all being empowered through knowledge, through skill, through financially you will be empowered, and socio-economical status. So all these things put together, if you see that what they are finally telling, that empowering the people through the skill or knowledge or whatever you call it as, it is going to enhance the human development index. That is the ultimate goal of any society. The ultimate goal of any society is enhancing the human development goal. So there are several ways, and the best way is to giving the knowledge. Because I have practically seen, as a person who has spent some 25 years at Kalpakkam, so I was involved in some of these CSR activities. Recently I had an opportunity to visit there actually, that at that time we have introduced several schemes, both on the education and skill management, and also we have done a lot of infrastructural development, hygienic, so many things we have done. And of course all the facilities what we have developed, it is serving its purpose, maybe with close to the same numbers, with the intent of what we have started. But when you see that skill and then education or whatever it is, we have seen that it has gone in multifold actually. So if you give a skill to a family, one person or something, it is contagious. It will spread like anything. So that is why that this is the best way. So please realize that it is not just you are coming here for just 1 year training. You have come here for empowering yourself to the best institute under the monitoring of best organization, and through that you are going to uplift your family, your surrounding and the society. So realize this. I wish all of you a very great time ahead, and then a very good reading, a nice training here, and thank you so much for inviting us and then arranging such a wonderful function. Thank you.
NLC இந்தியா நிறுவனத்தின் மனிதவளத்துறையின் இயக்குனர் திரு 𝐃𝐲𝐲 அவர்கள் நிகழ்ச்சியில் பங்கேற்று மாணவர்களுக்கு வாழ்த்துரை வழங்கினார்.
This training, this opportunity which you all are getting, it is one of its kind. And I would request you that you take this with utmost sincerity and seriously, so that in 1 year's time you are able to grow and get some good jobs. NPTI has promised us that they will make all of you get good jobs across the country. I would also request NPTI to have a program for improving the interaction skills of our young people, because that will help them in giving interviews and taking their careers forward. I wish you all the best, and we hope that this program is successful so that we can, in future years, we can go for bigger programs with NPTI. Thank you very much.
NLC இந்தியா நிறுவனத்தின் திட்டம் மற்றும் திட்டப்பணியின் இயக்குனர் திரு மோகன் ரெட்டி அவர்கள் மாணவர்களுக்கு அறிவுரை வழங்கி வாழ்த்து பேசினார்.
It is a great initiative of our company is one, but across the country is also taking initiative to build up the capacity of human resources. In this era of you can say Viksit Bharat or Amrit Kal, whatever you say, energy is very, very vital. Thereby the potential for employment is huge. As you know, country has made a great commitment to the global community, saying that 50% of energy will be renewables and 500 gigawatts will be renewables. And as you know, in thermal also, latest technologies are going to come, like supercritical, ultra supercritical, in conjunction with the SCR as well as FGDs. These technologies requires huge amount of people having a required caliber, and this is the huge chances are there to get the employment at better positions. Apart from that, I am so impressed that through the CSR of our company, the locals are going to take training and they are going to rule various industries. So that is local to local, where our country is saying. With this, the initiative taken by the various people in our company as well as NBTI, I really appreciate them, and my heartfelt congratulations to the persons who are joining here, and wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
NLC இந்தியா நிறுவனத்தின் தலைவர் மற்றும் மேலாளர் இயக்குனர் திரு பிரசன்னகுமார் மோட்டுப்பள்ளி அவர்கள் சிறப்பு விருந்தினராக கலந்து கொண்டு மாணவர்களோடு கலந்துரையாடி வாழ்த்துரை வழங்கினார்.
This is a very good opportunity for each and every student to take this training program seriously and excel. And I also want to communicate that for that training program which I undergone in PETS and subsequent training program in NTPC, I got gold medal. So you have to put all your efforts. You should not think that it is just a training program. Just now madam told that the remuneration ranges from 3 lakhs to 11 lakhs. You all should be in 11 lakh category. That should be your target. I appreciate the efforts of our LDC and NPTI for formulating this program and taking forward this program, which is beneficial to all the students, all the new minds, to contribute to the power sector. You know, as per the target set by Honorable Prime Minister, India has to become a developed country by 2047, For that we declared our Amrut Kal also next 20-25 years. But what is a developed country? With the current situation, whether we will become developed country or not. The main requirement for any developed country, the minimum requirement is the uninterrupted power supply. And the per capita consumption of power supply is considered as the measure of the development of the country. Do you know what is the per capita consumption of our country? The latest figure is around 1375, whereas the world average is, and what is the range of developed countries? What is the per capita consumption of United States of America? It is 12,000. All developed countries, they are having the per capita consumption more than 10,000. You are now at 1/3 of world's average. You have to reach top 20 of the world countries. That is a major challenge. Power is going to be the major deciding factor whether you will become a developed country or not. That is the reason why the focus is now turned towards power. 2-3 years back there was some time was there where there was some power surplus scenario. So people were thinking that scenario will continue. But after the two global crises that happened, both nationally as well as internationally, people understood that it is the time to give the prime importance to power sector. That is the reason why Government of India also now changed the stand. Earlier there was directive not to add any thermal capacity, but there is a clear-cut directive. We have to add another 80 gigawatt of capacity. All these things because of the future projections of power consumption are very high. Last 10 years, if you see, there is a CAGR of around 6 to 7%, but last 2-3 years, it is growing at a rate of around 8.5 to 9%. So going forward, this will be the deciding factor whether India becomes a developed country or not. There comes the role of the training institutions, where they put all the efforts to bridge the knowledge gap that is available. Just now madam was telling that last 3 batches there was 100% placement is there. That is mainly because there is a lot of knowledge gap, expertise gap in the power sector as on date. That is the reason why these two programs which are being conducted by NPTI, they are very important programs in the interest of our sector, and each and every young mind, they have to put all their efforts to ensure that during this time they gather as much information as possible, because this 1 year period you are having full-fledged infrastructure, full-fledged support system of NPTI. Whatever doubts you are having, there is somebody to clear that. But after that, you will not be having that opportunity. So you have to make use of the duration of training program to ensure that you get maximum knowledge in this time period. Then you all will be in that more than 10 lakh category. I assure you. Since beginning, NLCL always believes in inclusive growth. Along with the growth of the company, the surroundings, the stakeholders, everybody should grow. That is the reason many CSR activities, community development activities are being taken care since beginning. And recently, the programs that benefits all the people in and around NEYVELI, the number of programs have increased, and these 2 programs are also part of that. And to empower the people in and around NEYVELI, lot of measures are being taken, particularly the project affected persons. We have taken number of measures. In all the competitive examinations, as on date, we are giving 20 marks, bonus marks to all the PAPs, so that they can compete with other people. And with that facility, more than 39 mining sardars have joined the organization recently. Similarly, diploma in mining course is being conducted at Annamalai University. There also the feedback and performance is excellent. All the training batches are getting absorbed, or 100% placement is happening there also. To take the energy requirement of future, lot of changes are happening in the power sector. Earlier it was mostly focused on conventional power generation, but now future going to be a balance between the conventional power generation and non-conventional power generation. NLC also is taking lead in all these initiatives. I think you must be knowing, NLC is the first CPSU in the country to add 1 gigawatt renewable capacity. Even when there was no clarity about the renewables, even at that point of time, 1 gigawatt capacity was added. That shows the NLC as a team take all the good initiatives in the interest of the country. So going forward, the proportion of renewable capacity will increase. I was going through the modules of both the courses, but nowhere I am finding any module for renewable capacity. I request NPTI to add some module for renewable capacity in both the modules. That is very much important. Second thing is, when the renewable capacity is increasing, and renewable capacity is time dependent, you require smart grid for proper integration of renewables. That is another challenge. And as this renewable capacity is time dependent, the next important aspect is energy storage. Going forward, we have to give utmost importance to energy storage. We are having target of adding 500 gigawatt by 2030. But imagine a situation when in the evening this 500 gigawatt becomes zero. What is the condition of your grid? So proper storage system is required to ensure that the power is supplied uninterrupted way. And now there is a lot of focus to the environment also. The environmental norms are very stringent. Even in thermal power generation also, with the thermal power generation also, there should be least impact on the environment. So all thermal power stations are taking steps to establish SOx control systems, NOx control systems, and the market is huge market. As on date, more than 1,50,000 crores investment is being done for establishing flue gas desulfurization systems. So that market is for you, for the power sector. I was seeing in your modules, lot of focus is being given to these pollution control devices. So these things will help you in getting your proper placements and ensuring that the knowledge gap and skill gap in the power sector is filled. I was going through the NPTI write-up there. The best part of that is that NPTI is having good simulators. That gives a lot of knowledge to the people in the real life situations, how you will act. Those things we can learn very well in these simulators. I hope these young minds are also will be given some trainings in the simulators also? So, okay. 1 week training is there. I think the more the better. Whatever possible, you just plan in such a way that they spend more time in the simulators also. So NTPI is country's best integrated energy trainer, and NLCIL is the best energy company. So association between these two and seamless communication and synchronization between these two will be beneficial to the country. So I once again congratulate all the young minds who are starting these courses today, and I advise them to take this very seriously and compete with each other and gather as much knowledge as possible. In this regard, I have one suggestion for NPTI. I was just discussing with madam. They are having 11 branches. So this is time to have a competition among these 11 NPTIs. Please start some award system with some criteria, scientific criteria. They may be handling different type of courses. They may be handling different areas, but you can still formulate a system to rate these NPTIs. This is the first NPTI, first, second, third. That will improve the competitive spirit among all the NPTIs. This I am asking because NTPI NEYVELI will have to come first in that one. That is the reason why I am asking.
தேசிய மின்சக்தி பயிற்சி நிறுவனத்தின் பொது மேலாளர் டாக்டர் தீப்தா தாகூர் அவர்கள் நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு தலைமையேற்று மாணவர்களுக்கு வாழ்த்துரை வழங்கினார்.
I really would like to congratulate NLCIL for taking this initiative. You know, this is the first time any organization is doing CSIR in this way, for strengthening the employees' daughters and sons for getting education. See, education is the key for progress. We all are sitting here because of our education. We are not so much fortunate because at that time the information is very less, only newspaper, and through newspaper we came to this point. And equal opportunity you are getting. So a lot of clap from your side to NLC. So I'm very sure that this PGDCA program for 1 year will provide the new height for your career, and it will entirely depend on your willingness. As already mentioned by Prasanna ji, that power is so essential. Electricity is such a critical infrastructure which is required for the progress of any nation. And we really would like to come on Amrit Kal by 2047. We are already having a lot of good place in the world by having third largest generation in the world with the installed capacity of more than 430 gigawatt. We are also number 3rd in the renewable installed capacity. We are having number 1 in transmission network, but we really need to have more and more energy so that we can come in the category as mentioned by Prasanna ji. Our per capita consumption is 1/3 of the world average. So we need to have 800 gigawatt by next 6 to 7 years. So this is giving us a hope that whatever we have achieved in the last 76 years, at the time of independence in 1947, our installed capacity was only 1,307 megawatt. And today we are having 420 gigawatt. So whatever we have achieved in the 76 year, next 400 gigawatt we want to achieve in 6 to 7 years. So you can see how much is the scope in the power sector, and you have correctly chosen the power sector, and I am very sure that job will not be any problem in this sector. We are really going for energy transition, and as in the COP26 and again in COP28, Our Honorable Prime Minister has done the commitment for adding 500 gigawatt renewable capacity, and I'm very happy to know, sir, that you are the first one who has added 1 gigawatt. And I know that NLC has a lot of ambitious target for expansion, and I'm very sure that the team sitting here under the leadership of Prasanna ji will achieve the target. So very rightly mentioned that if we will work with NLC, because we are sitting here in NEYVELI because of the NLC only. So actually NPTI has come up in this way only, that wherever there is a power plant, we want to give the training. So we started in Badarpur also, where there is a NTPC power plant. So our simulator is providing the real-time simulation exercises to the engineers so that they can just learn and really give the working in the power plant. So we are really into the sector training. We are in the distribution. We have been given target for foundation training program for newly inducted engineers. Those who are joining the CPSUs, they have to come mandatorily for 3 weeks and in NPTI. And we are also in cyber security certification. We are also in transmission system operate certification. So whatever way we want to develop, we are there. And as I already mentioned, we are in the energy transition era, where digitalization, decentralization and electrification are going to play a major role. So we really want to have more new programs. So we are coming up with the data analytics program, sir. We are also providing 6-month PGDCA online for cyber security, and data analytics we have started in a bigger way. We started with the short-term training program, and we will come up with the PGDCA program of data analytics very soon. So I'm really thankful to NLCL for giving this opportunity. This is a very unique, and giving this example, I'm sure I'm going to get more business. Sir, donor has already agreed in the northeastern state. I have recently met Chanchalji, who is the secretary of donor, and when I mentioned this program, he immediately agreed that in all northern eastern state, we will implement the similar kind of program for training the manpower. So all of those who are sitting here, 48 students, you are very lucky. You should be indebted to NLCL for providing support for your career. Because once you learn, and in this sector, if you get the mastery, no one is going to stop. So as time is very less, I really want to say that NLCL and NPTI, if we will work together, we will definitely going to achieve lot of progress in future for the power sector. Thank you very much.
விழாவில் கடலூர் மாவட்டம் முழுவதும் இருந்தும் பொறியியல் பட்டதாரிகள் மற்றும் டிப்ளமோ பட்டதாரிகள் 50 பேர் தேர்வு செய்யப்பட்டு தேசிய மின்சக்தி பயிற்சி நிறுவனத்தில் ஓராண்டு பயிற்சி பெறுகின்றனர். பயிற்சியின் முடிவில் அவர்களுக்கு மின் உற்பத்தி நிறுவனத்தில் வேலைவாய்ப்பு ஏற்படுத்துவதற்கான முயற்சிகளை மேற்கொள்ள உள்ளனர். விழாவினை NPTI நிறுவனத்தின் துணை இயக்குனர் திருமதி அமிர்தவல்லி அவர்கள் மற்றும் முத்துக்குமார் ஆகியோர் விழாவினை சிறப்பாக ஏற்பாடு செய்திருந்தனர். விழாவின் நிறைவில் பயிற்சி நிறுவன துணை இயக்குனர் முனைவர் 𝐃𝐃 அவர்கள் நன்றி உரை ஆற்றினார்.
Good evening to the dignitaries on the dais. I sincerely thanks Honorable Prasanna Kumar Mottupalli, Chairman and Managing Director NLCL, who has kindly concerned to be the chief guest and delivered inaugural address in the inaugural function beside his busy various official schedules. Let me record my wholehearted gratitude to my mother, Dr. Tripta Thakur, Director General NPTI, who has given me this opportunity by nominating as member of Business Development Department of NPTI Southern Region NEYVELI, and also consent to inaugurate this postgraduate diploma and post-diploma course in power plant engineering sponsored by NLCIL and CSR for the project affected persons and non-PAP of Kadalur district and come all the way from Faridabad, Haryana. I do express my gratitude to the functional director of NLCIL, Sri Mohan Reddy K, Director Planning and Projects, and Samir Swarab, Director Human Resources, and M. Venkatachalam, Director Power, on the dais, their presence in this inaugural function beside their busy schedule. I also thank all the unit heads of present, thermal, mines, in all the department of NLCL, corporate office, and I also special thanks to land department, GM, because of without land department, we cannot get the nomination from the CSR scheme. And LDC unit head, their team members very excellent. They have supported a lot. Even last 2 days back, also 12/38, they issued the list also. I thank. And apart from CSR is a very important initiative noted by CSR only. I special thanks to CSR, and especially my wholeheartedly I want to thank Director HR, because he is the supporting lot in many way for successful of this program. And one more thing I want to convey in this forum, I have informed this forum that the release of advertisement for admission to the above courses to get response from the project affected person self-visited almost all the areas where the project affected person and elucidated this NLCL CSR initiative, these courses with the copious support of ward members, councillors, presidents of the concerned villages. My sincere thanks to them, because they are also supported a lot for the PAPs. I also thank Dr. S. Selvam, Principal Director and Head of the Institute, NPTA NEYVELI, as well as Alappuzha, who has given me this opportunity and extended all his support since beginning of signing of Memorandum of Understanding with NLCL 27/10/2023. I also thank all the faculty members, officers, staff members and outsourced person of NPTA NEYVELI as well as NLCL who have extended their support in organizing this event. Last but not least, I also thank all the participants of NLCL, CSR sponsored PAPs and non-PAP of this PGDC and PDC, Power Plant Engineering, who has present here undergo these courses. I also want to want to thank press and medias and who sitting here, the GMs, retired GM, CGM, DGM, AGM, Executive Director. So once again I am thankful to all the officials of NLCL as well as NPTA. Let me request all the dignitaries on this dais for the நன்றிக்கு வித்தாகும் நல்லொழுக்கம் என்ற வள்ளுவ பெருந்தகையின் குரலுக்கு என்ப இந்த மாலை வணக்கத்தினை நன்றியினை அனைவருக்கும் நான் நன்றி உரித்தாகிறேன். ஒரே ஒரு ரெக்வஸ்ட்டு, நான் என்னுடைய இந்த CSR ஸ்கீம் சார்பாக எங்களுக்கு 48 இன்ஜினியர்ஸை கொடுத்ததுக்காக என்னுடைய சார்பாக அந்த கோஆர்டினேட்டர் என்ற முறையில் நான் 2 பேரை ஹானர் பண்ண விரும்புகிறேன்.
இவ்விழாவில் நெய்வேலி நிலக்கரி நிறுவன சுரங்க அலுவலர்கள், மின் உற்பத்தி பிரிவு அதிகாரிகள் மற்றும் நிறுவன அலுவலக உயர் அதிகாரிகள், தேசிய மின்சக்தி பயிற்சி நிறுவன அதிகாரிகள் மற்றும் முன்னாள் அதிகாரிகள் பலர் கலந்து கொண்டனர்.